Good morning everybody, back at the beginning of another week, our second week back of the term. And today's assembly is a little bit of a think, and it's called What's Around the Corner. I want to tell you a story. It was the start of a new school day. Sarah was taking the message to the school bursar. She loved taking messages for her teacher and always felt proud when she was asked to do so. She recited the message in her mind as she walked so she wouldn't forget it before she reached the office. She often did that, was always a bit embarrassed if she arrived at the office having forgotten what to say. Callum was hurrying along the corridor. He was already late and he knew that lessons would have started before he got into class. He hated being late, especially when it was his little brother who was to blame. Why did his little brother always lose something just as they were leaving the house? Callum quickened his pace and soon he was running. He knew he wasn't allowed to run in school, but he just couldn't help it. His classroom was just around the corner and he could hear his teacher telling the class to get their books out. Almost there, then bang! Callum found himself on the floor with a swelling quickly forming on his chin. Standing opposite was Sarah, rubbing her head and fighting back the tears. "Why don't you look where you're going?" said Sarah. "I didn't see you round the corner," protested Callum. "And that's the problem," said their teacher, who, hearing the commotion, had come out of the classroom. "You can't see round corners, and you were running, weren't you, Callum?" Callum didn't need a reminder that running wasn't allowed in the corridors, but he got one anyway, and he apologised to Sarah too. In no time at all they had ice packs on their swellings, and Sarah and Callum were back in class, none the worse for their experience, and Sarah even remembered to give the message to the bursar. There was nothing that Sarah could have done about the accident in the corridor. She couldn't see Callum coming, so she couldn't have avoided it happening. Callum couldn't see Sarah round the corner either, but if he hadn't been running, he would have been able to avoid a collision. We're at the start of a new year, aren't we? We don't know what this year will bring. At the start of 2020, we'd never even heard of coronavirus. We didn't know anything about it and we had no idea what was lying ahead. It's as if everything was going to happen round a corner, and just like Callum, we can't see around corners. But just like last year, this year we'll have some surprises. Things will happen that we can do nothing about, and we have to just face them the best that we can. However, if we resolve to learn from the mistakes of the past, some unpleasant things can be avoided. People who make New Year resolutions do just that. They look at the mistakes they made over the previous year and determine to change things for the better during the year ahead. I expect Callum might do well to have made a New Year resolution never to run in school again. I wonder what you could do differently in the year ahead. Have you ever wasted time and left work unfinished? You could decide to concentrate harder and refuse to be distracted by others. Have you been unkind to someone and made them sad? You could bring that person into your games or make sure that you're friendly to that person in the year ahead. I want you to spend a few minutes thinking about the things that you could do to help make this year a good one for you and your family and your friends. I'm going to say a prayer, and if you want to make it your prayer, you can say Amen at the end with me. Dear God, as we look forward to the year to come, we ask that you will give us strength to face with courage the things that we cannot change, and determination to change the things that we can. So have a good day, have a good week, as once again you're going to be learning from home. I think you're probably much more settled on your teams now, and be kind, enjoy your lessons, enjoy doing your work, enjoy learning new things, and I'm sure we'll look forward to seeing lots of your work on your teams, on your classroom workboards over the coming week. Have a good one.